Nothing in life that worth anything is easy. Learning to stand in someone else's shoes, to see through their eyes, that's how peace begins. And it's up to you to make that happen. Empathy is a quality of character that can change the world. We don't turn back, we leave no one behind, we pull each other up. Do not just consume things, create things. When times get tough, we don't give up, we get up. Where you are right now doesn't have to be determined where you will end up. Don't just get involved, fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for the seat at the head of the table. A change is brought about because ordinary people do extraordinary things. You cannot let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. We have a choice. We can shape our future or let events shape it for us. And if we want to succeed, we can fall back on the stale debates and old divides that won't move us forward. If you run, you stand in a chance of losing. But if you don't run, you've already lost. Every life must be given the chance to realize its full potential. That every life matters. Together, we're gonna finish the job we started. It's not just enough to change the players, we've gotta change this game. Reading makes all other learning possible. We have to get books into our children's hand early and often. You have to exercise, or at some point you will just break down. If you're a strong man, you shouldn't feel threatened by a strong woman. We're not entitled to success, we have to earn it. One of the best investments we can make in a child's life is high-quality early education. We have to acknowledge the process we made, but understand that we still have a long way to go, that things are better, but still not good enough. While we breathe, we will hope. Sticking your head in the sand might make you feel safer, but it's not gonna protect you from the coming storm. Above all, children need our unconditional love, whether they succeed or make mistakes, when life is easy and when life is tough. The best anti-poverty program is a world-class education. No matter how much you've done or how successful you've been, there is always more to do, more to learn, more to achieve. When times change, so must we. We're the change we have been waiting for. Life takes its own turns, makes its own demands, writes its own story, and along the way, we start to realize you're not the author. Higher education cannot be a luxury reserved just for privileged few. It's an economic necessity for our family, and every family should be able to afford it. At the moment that we persuade a child, any child, to cross that threshold, that magic threshold into a library, we change their life forever, for the better. We don't quit. I don't quit. Let's seize this moment. Of all the rocks upon which we build our lives, we're reminded today that family is the most important. That's why we fight in the hopes of a day when we no longer need to. Greatness is never free, it must be earned. Each of us deserves the freedom to pursue our own version of happiness. No one deserves to be bullied. When we succeed because of our individual initiative, but also because we do things together. Don't ever believe that you cannot make a difference. You have. I try never to get too high when things are gonna well. I try never to get too low when things are going poorly. I try to keep an even keel. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a greater teacher somewhere in your life. Every single one of you has something you're good at. Every single of you has something to offer. And you have responsibility to yourself to discover what that is. That's the opportunity and education can provide. Don't ever let anybody tell you that your effort don't matter or that your voice doesn't count. You cannot always come up with the optimal solution, but you can usually come up with a better solution. A child's course in life should be determined not by the zip code she's born in, but by the strength of her work ethic and the scope of her dreams.